Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jacqueline, for those of you who don't know me, and we have Stacy Southward, we have Chrissy Barbeau, and we have Shane Belcito, if he can, oh, Shane, you need to unmute, and
Yep.
So does Chrissy. But anyway, today is Tuesday, June 28th, and this is our first ever joint team call. Guys, we were, several of us were in Hawaii, as you know, and marketing is an evolution, right? You have to continue, you have to always be doing this and never that, right? So Tanya and Rory have been watching all the different teams and everything, and they decided to mix it up a little bit. And so as your leaders, you have 4 MSIs, okay? You have the immediate MSI, but now you have 3 back, as I like to call it. So we have, like I said, Shane, Chrissy, Stacy, and myself are here to help you grow your businesses, okay? We're gonna start doing joint instructor calls, and every Tuesday. And you will either be on this channel or you will be on Stacy's channel, because typically I work during this time, but I took off because we thought it was very important for all of us to come together and advise y'all how we're going to move forward, because it's very, very, very exciting. So we put together a PowerPoint. All 4 of us will be presenting today. And so we're going to kind of reset the table, as I like to call it, right? And just make sure that everybody really understands where we as a team and as your leaders are trying to go. Rory and Tanya challenged us to double this team by December 31st of 2022. And guys, we have enough talent in these teams to do just that, but we need your help, okay? But we're going to help you get there. So we're going to go through some best practices that we all came together and talked about, and we're going to rock and roll. So get your tennis shoes on and let's go. I am going to share my screen if I can.
You already are.
Yeah, but I got to get to that Canva thing. Just a minute, I'm getting there. Okay, I got to present. Can you see it, Stacy?
Yes, ma'am. Look at those beautiful people there.
Perfect. Guys, this was everybody that was in Hawaii. This was Sunday night. As a matter of fact, this is when Rory and Tanya challenged us, okay? And they were not playing. They think we can do it. We think we can do it. And we have faith in every one of you on this call that you can do it, okay? There is no reason that if you buckle down, you follow Rory's system, that you will not double your business. Fair? Good. Okay. So just like I said a while ago, this is going to be, it's a reset. We're all coming together. We're going to be one big team. And we are pivoting for huge growth in this team. We are going to dominate. Okay. So your leaders, like I said, are Shane Belcito, Chrissy Barbeau, Stacy Southward, and then you get me. Okay. So with that being said, you know, Chrissy, you need to unmute, honey, because this is you. But every team needs a vision. And so we came up and we can tweak this as we go. This is just down and dirty. I like to call it down and dirty, but this is our team vision. We will chant this every single meeting when we get started, loud and proud, like you are a part of something huge. Okay, so let's hit it.
All right, together, everyone achieves more, like the Home Depot. Everything achieves more.
Together, everyone achieves more. Together, everyone achieves more. Together.
Woo.
Love it. We will chant it.
Together, everyone achieves more.
We are the best triple R team in the world, right?
Yes, we
Right.
do.
You know
So,
I'm supporting you.
so with that, we will chant this at the beginning of every meeting that we start. We're going to say it loud and proud because we are going to dominate this platform in short order. Who's with us?
I am.
What I like to see.
I am.
Before we get, and this is not just rah-rah, y'all. There's some meat in here, and there's some tough decisions tough conversations that we have to talk about in here. But Stacy, Chrissy, Shane, and I are very transparent. We want you to know what the vision is so that you understand without a shadow of a doubt, we're running and we're running hard. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So it's kind of funny because as we were going through this, it's like Christy's the rah-rah, Shane's the inspiration, Stacy's the one that's going to track all the accountability, and I'm the asshole. Okay. I drew the short stick. So you got to listen to me. Rory laughed about it. I said, well, I don't mind being the asshole. I'll be a professional asshole. I'll make them love me, but I will have the tough conversations, and I have no qualms about that because leadership starts at the top, guys, from the top down. So this is how we're going to run this team without fail. Okay. We will run this team and lead it by the RRR core values. If you do not know what the RRR core values are, I suggest you plaster them on your head, stick them to your computer, because that's how we're going to run this team from today forward. We're going to use the two-step process. Each one of you have an instructor and each one of you have an MSI. If you are having challenges, the process is you go to your instructor. If you're not getting what you need there, you go to your MSI. When you go to your MSI, Stacy, Shane, Chrissy, and I will come together as a group, and we will decide how to better help you. We are a team. So just know that. Along with that, and with everything, we will always fuss up. I used fuss instead of the B word because I wanted to be nice. We will never fuss down, ever. We will never fuss out of this group, and we will grow and prosper by doing so. So from today forward, if you have a fuss or something's bugging you, I don't want to see it in the chat. I don't want to hear that this MSI is calling me saying, well, your student or your so-and-so PMS, private message me, whatever the hell you call that thing. We are a unit. We are contained. We will work together in this group. I'm not saying we're not going to fuss. God knows I fuss every day. But I fuss to Stacy, I fuss to Shane, I fuss to Chrissy. I don't fuss to the rank and file. You never do that, because let me tell you something. When you do, they feed off of you. If you're having a bad day, do not portray that. You got to put a smile on your face. And when you hang up that phone, you can fuss all you want. But when you're on that phone and you're on a Skype with your students, let me help you out. You better act like the moon is shining, the sun is shining, and the beaches and waters rolling. Period. Same way in the chats. Not saying you're not going to get frustrated. We all get frustrated. God forbid, I call Stacy every day about ready to jump off the ledge, kick the cat, beat the hell out of product. But guess what? The students don't know that. We are a united front. Just know that's how this team will be run from today forward. Negativity is not acceptable. Get it? If you're negative, get it out your head. Drama will not be tolerated. Okay? We do what we say we're going to do, and we are going to execute. This is all words on a piece of paper. There's a difference. We will put into action what we learn, and we will execute. You're part of a growing team that has a lot of freaking talent in it. And it's time to get off a point and run. And that's exactly what we're going to do. I love this one. Our actions speak louder than our words. I love it when people give me lip service. Do I'm gonna do this. Jackie, I'm gonna do this. Jackie, I'm gonna do this. Jackie, I'm gonna do that. And they don't know a damn thing. Your actions of what you do in this team speak volumes, volumes, and your students watch it every single day. Every single day. There is no I in team, guys. This is a collective team that is going to be huge, huge. And I am so ecstatic. And I know Stacy is, and I know Chrissy is, and I know Shay. Shay's over there smiling. Hey, Shay, I know you're tired, baby. But let me tell you what, guys. This is a new day, and we're running. So get ready. Accountability. Instructing is a leadership role. You all have chosen to be instructors in this platform, whether you are an instructor in training, whether you are a CSI, a GSI, a PSI, a MSI, a WXYZI, I don't care. It is a leadership role that you have taken on. Just know that. You are going to be held accountable to what you told us you wanted to do, not what we're going to tell you you're going to do. This is your business. But you're going to set goals for yourself, and then we're going to hold you to those goals. Because the number one thing that people do is, again, they mean well, they don't write it down, they don't follow through, and then this starts. Why am I not making any money? Why am I not making any money? Why am I not making any money? Done. You're going to be held accountable to what you say you're going to do in your business. Not what we say, what you say. I like this one. This is what you call a Bellavia-ism, and y'all are going to hear many, okay? But goals unmeasured is like sand on the beach. It eventually goes away, guys. So we have come up, and Stacy's the keeper of this key. I suck at it. I'm just going to tell you. But we will measure your productivity. All of you that get on Tanya's calls every week, and she goes through what the numbers are, they look at your numbers. But what we're going to put a little different spin on it and have you tell us what you want to do. Not what we want you to do, what you want to do to grow your business. And then we're just going to hold you accountable to it. So with that, I think this next slide is my favorite person, Miss Stacy. Oh, wait, not yet. Hold on. Guys, we put this slide in here on purpose. Okay? This is not Jackie's slide. This is not Shane's slide. This is not Chrissy's slide. This is not Stacy's slide. This is Rory Rickard's proven system to success. You've heard it. He talks about it to ad nauseum. And he's getting real honed in. He talked about it last night again. He wants y'all to be successful. Gravitate it. Get committed and do it. 3 to 50 text campaigns per day. If you don't have the grapevine, figure out how to get it. It's getting ready to explode, guys. It is a drip campaign that he pays for you. It's $14.95. Figure it out. 101 boards and SD 16 days plus. Many of you are in that category on this call, right? You should be making 30 to 50 outbound calls a day to build your pipeline. When you build your pipeline and it's full, PBSs start popping. PBSs start popping. You start putting people into the anchors. Guess what? Your paycheck just grew. It's a system, guys. All right, let's talk. We're going to talk a little bit about the 1 to 9 boards. And we're not going to get into this because we're going to have another meeting for you guys that do 1 to 9 in Goya. But if you are approved to work the 1 to 9 boards, let me help you out. It is your responsibility to make sure those leads are worked through Rory's protocol within 5 days. Period. You get 30 leads, you better call 30 leads. You get 1,000 leads, you better call 1,000 leads. When you don't do that, we're leaving money on the table for Tanya and Rory. And we're going to talk more about that with the isolated group that handles these. But guys, if you are going to take SD 1 to 9, you better be ready to work them, and you better work them quick. I don't care if the cat's sick. I don't care if you got COVID. I don't care if you got the flu. I don't care if product's puking blood. You better get those done, because if you don't, the following week, you're not getting leads. Period. You will not get new leads. And you do it a couple of times, you're going to be suspended. That's how it works. Do not tell us you are going to work leads and not work them, especially these. This is millions of dollars to get these leads through funnels. We need to work them. We need to work them properly. And that's all I'm going to say about that. BRT calls. Each one of us have a day that we do the BRT call. Stacy and my day is Tuesday. Shane's, I believe, is Friday. And Chrissy, what is it, Chrissy? Undo, because I don't know what it is.
She's unmuted. You can talk, Chrissy. You're already unmuted.
Days.
Wait,
Me and Shane is Thursday.
Perfect. Okay. So
Friday. Thursday is Nile.
Did it change?
Nile's always been Thursday.
that's what I thought.
Shane's always been Friday.
Okay, we'll deal with that later, but we will get you what day your MSI is on the BRT calls. Okay.
Oh, the BRT calls. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know what you were thinking.
I'm back on the SDs.
We as MSIs have to run those calls. Stacy's on there 6 hours on Tuesdays. 6. It ain't just for her to hear herself talk. You need to be in there a minimum of 5 hours a week actively working your leads. You need to be calling. You need to be setting appointments. If you are a setter and you're not setting for yourself, set for whoever you're setting for. This is how this works. And when you get consistent with it, you'll be surprised what your business is going to do. But you got to do it. I don't want to hear, I'm scared to pick up the phone. Every one of you on here, I've seen on those calls many times. It's time for you to step up, pick up the phone, and make the calls. Period. You're an instructor. You're in a leadership role. You have to do it. Okay, we can train and train and train and train, but if you do not put in motion what we are teaching you, you're going to be training till death do us part. And I want no part of that. None of us do. It's time for you to step up and build your business. That's what you told us you wanted to do. And then the last thing for those of you who are Goya approved, right? Some of you on here are Goya approved. Roy talked about Goya last night. You are supposed to be working a minimum of 10 hours per week on Goya. That's a requirement. It's not a luxury. If you have not signed up for 10 hours a week on Goya, you stand to lose your phone. It costs money for Rory to have those phone lines open, and you have a free phone to do customer service. Get on Goya. Make sure that you understand what to do on Goya. But again, I don't want to get into that. We're going to talk about at a different meeting. Chrissy and Shane and Stacy are getting us who is doing 1 to 9 in Goya, and we're going to go over it so that there is no mistake how to work that stuff, because it's very, very important. Mm-hmm. Now it's Stacy's turn. She's the nice one.
All right, guys. So our biggest goal for all of you guys is to get Google AdSense approved. I'm currently working on a checklist. I've been reviewing people's sites based on what I've learned from Rory, checking everybody's sites on a Saturday. And what my goal is to get each of you instructors, if you haven't gotten Google AdSense yet, getting you that checklist so you can mark off one at a time. Does that sound like a good idea?
Yes. Love it.
Okay. So that's one of my things this week. My priority was getting ready for the Thursday night training. That's done. I got that done yesterday. I was so excited. All right. Now, if you're here full time, where you don't have that JOB, we're going to set the bar high of a minimum of 3 PBSs per week. That's less than 1 a day. If you're doing V-marketing and 101 boards consistently every single day, that's definitely doable. How do we know? Because last night on the MSI, GSI, PSI call, Tanya was reading off people who did 7 last week, 6 last week, 5 the week before. I mean, it was crazy, the numbers that they were giving out, where our own team, Shane, June 6th through the 12th got 4. I got 3. And we had 3 other people get 1 each. While we were in Hawaii, June 13th through the 20th, Chrissy, you got 3. Jackie got 2. And I think there's a picture that we showed at the very beginning that Jackie was in Hawaii and she got 2 PBSs. Mine didn't sign. I was working my leads. But then we had Monique got 3. Way to go, Monique. Sandy got 2 and Mary got 1. And if I forget anybody, I do apologize. I was writing this as fast as I could last night. And then the 20th through the 26th, Chrissy, you got another 2. Greg, you got 2. Jackie, Dawn, each got 1. And I think Sandy got either 1 or 2. And then there was somebody else that was on the team that got 1. And Tanya said the name so fast, I know I'm forgetting somebody. So I do apologize. But that tells me that you guys are hungry. You want this. So Jackie and I and Chrissy and Shane, we decided we're going to set the bar a little higher. It's a outside the box goal. Okay, with 3 per week. Some of you are already, I can see the shutters coming down. Nope. Can't do that. Break through. Take them off. This ain't no hurricane. It may be hurricane season where I'm at. This ain't no hurricane. All right, guys. This is a rainbow with a jackpot at the end. Now, if you're here part-time where you've got that JOB or you've got other responsibilities that are taking up your time, we want to see at least 1 per week. I think that's reasonable to ask. And again, we want a ratio of 1 out of every 3. So that basically just a little more than 1 a month into the anchors. All right. Getting consistent is the key to duplicating. I mean, think of it in the winter. When the snow falls, it starts accumulating. It might melt a little bit, but more snow falls on top of it. And pretty soon we're up to our knees or higher, knee deep in snow. Not me, because where I'm at, I don't see snow anymore. I've had enough of that. But it's just duplicating. We've got a system. Now we just get to put it together. We're all going to have down days, down weeks. We get that. But we're setting the goal, that we're setting the bar. And I believe in all of you guys. Every single one of you would not be here. Even those of you that I've not had any one-on-one direct talks with. You guys, I see every single one of your names on the instructor call every Monday night. I take attendance. So your consistency to show up there means you can show up here. And to do that, Jackie, do you want to go to the next? So we're going to do an accountability. At the end of business every Monday, you guys are going to report in how many PBSs you've signed, how many of those got into anchors. And actually, I want to know, sometimes you guys are going to get someone signed up in an anchor that didn't get the PBS. We want all those counted. Okay. And then just giving us a goal, you know, a setup. That's why I thought this checklist would be good, that you guys can say, hey, I got this checklist, this part of the checklist done. So this is to help you guys do your accountability. I created a spreadsheet. You know me, spreadsheet queen. You don't even have to sit there and try and add them up. You can actually go through and just type in how many V-marketing leads you sent on Tuesday. We're going to do this Tuesday through Monday. And as far as getting this back to us, I'm going to be creating a file specifically for each of you and sharing it with yourselves. It'll have your name at the bottom on the tab. And I'm also going to have Chrissy and Shane and Jackie and I able to read these. So it's not that you guys are going to be expected to email them back to us every week. We get to read them right away. We get to see them and we'll accumulate them. Because what's great about that is then when we meet on Tuesday, oh, we're going to celebrate y'all. We're going to celebrate the fun. Okay. So some of the things that we're going to track here is your V-marketing. How many appointments of those V-marketing that you sent? How many appointments did you make? Or maybe you showed Keystone video. And that Keystone video also counts for the one-on-one leads that you worked, your SD leads you worked. Hang on one second. Annabelle, knock it off. It's getting close to 5 o'clock. My dogs are getting hungry and they're telling me. How many flows did you do each week? One reason why I want to know that is if you are perhaps getting overwhelmed. The most fun thing that I have here is when I have a big PBS week, I know there's my team. That's what we're trying to grow here. We're planting more seeds to continue to grow instructors. Okay, I have my goal sheet right here. I pulled it right off of my computer. That's how many I personally want. That's not our entire group. That's me personally. So Demetric and Barbara and Mary and Rick and Gail and Danielle, you know, they all know. I have a higher bar set for mine. But we know you guys can do it. And then how many you get each week, you know, into Wine Ambassador and Bella Vita. What's great is while you're only seeing just the first 3 weeks, at the bottom of that spreadsheet, it actually will tally the entire month. I have it already programmed. See how all those zeros, oh, I got to fix the V-marketing ones. All those zeros means there's formulas in there. So it'll be an automatic tally. You guys can see your own numbers. And then those that are in Goya, you know, how many hours you actually worked that week and how many calls. Now, that's the one thing I do with my Goya. I don't just type into the Trello card, and I do the same with SD and 101 and V-marketing. When I get somebody on the phone, they go into my notebook, my BRT notebook. So every time I get a call on Goya, I write down their number. I write their number first because it's right there on the screen. And then I write down their name as they're telling me it. But that I can easily count how many calls I took in Goya on a given day. And then I can backfill. I'll put a K if I showed them the Keystone. An A if I made an appointment. Create your own little system that works for you. My way may not be your way. I'm the spreadsheet queen. I love tracking things. And this is just one that I hope will help all of us, because Tanya's actually going to love this kind of detailed information. But what I found for me, when I track, I perform better. Any questions on this spreadsheet as we've got it right here?
Where are we going to find that spreadsheet?
I will be emailing it to each of you. I'm
Okay.
going to find your Gmail on your cards. And, you know, like some of you already have your emails, but others. And when I share it to you, it'll be shared with Chrissy and Shane and Jackie at the same time. So then you guys don't need to make a copy. It'll be yours. It'll actually have your name. There's a tab that says your info right now. I'll be changing that to be your guys' names specifically, so you know that you're on your correct spreadsheet. Yes, Darlene.
I see you have Sunday on there. Do you guys work on a Sunday?
I sometimes will, if I have a student that works on Monday through Friday and they need a Sunday morning or a weekend morning, Saturday mornings are out for me. There's just
Right.
no way. So I'm at the laundromat Sundays doing laundry. So I'll do a call. I have my tablet, you know, I bring my tablet with, I have a
Right.
keyboard for it, and I'll do a call on Sunday. We don't do V-marketing. You don't necessarily, some people do work their SD leads on Sundays.
We do cover Goya too on Sundays. We have incoming calls that come
Yeah,
on.
we have incoming calls on
Okay.
Goya, and you may do a
Okay.
flow. So yeah, I've put it on there, but that's a great question, Darlene, because I know, you know, not everybody is comfortable with doing some of this stuff on Sundays,
Okay.
and that's okay. Get out of my office. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear her grumbling or not, but
No.
it's starting to annoy me. But yeah, you know, yeah, if it's your ad posting marathon day, perfect.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
it's there for those that want to utilize it, especially for those that are working the JOB. They only have 2 days. Like Sandy just went back to work full time.
Mhm.
She does SD leads, so she'll probably get a bunch of messages sent out on Saturday and do callbacks on Sunday.
Okay.
I typically won't just do cold calling on Sundays, but if I've set an appointment for Sunday, I'll do it.
Okay.
Existing students do not get appointments with me on Sundays.
Thank you.
Great question, Jesse. What does SD 101 leads mean? You work completely means you've sent out the 3 texts and an email and you've called. All 5 steps, sorry. All 5 steps. Okay, you've emailed, or you've texted, you emailed, and you called. An appointment set from them, that's, oh, you know what? Good point. The marketing appointments. Do we want, Jackie, Shane, Chrissy, do we want to have the marketing appointments, or do we want to just say number of appointments so that it
Let's take
encompasses?
that under advisement, and then we'll let you know next week.
Perfect.
I don't want to do that on the fly.
Nope, all good.
You
All right,
ready?
I think we're ready to go forward.
All right, Shane, this is your slide.
Yes.
This is your slide to discuss, and if you can't, I will help you. How we're going to do team meetings in the scheduling on a go forward basis after today.
All right. So, and we're going to stick with a schedule that's permanent. So we go with this every week will be the same. What do you have here as bullet points?
Yes, we will. We are going to do Tuesday, 4:15 Central Standard Time. It will either be this Zoom link or Stacy's Zoom link. Just like I said earlier, I work on Tuesdays at the mortgage company. I'm here today because I made special arrangements for that. Many times I will not be on this call, but I will have a lot of input in the call with the others so that they can deliver my asshole messages. The second call is a team student call. It is going to be every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. The Zoom link will be provided much like the Zoom link was today. It will either be this link or it will be Stacy's link, but you will have it in plenty enough time for your students to join. And then every week, Stacy, Shane, Chrissy, and myself will meet for the MSI call, our own MSI call, to discuss challenges or how to better help you, or what we're seeing, what we can give you some insight on to help you grow. Guys, we are your leaders and we really want to help you. So we will be doing that at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time on Thursdays. And so put it in your Google calendars, type it, put it on your if you're a sticky person, put it on your sticky person. If it's in your phone, put it in your phone. Take hold and know that these meetings are going to happen every single week. Know when they are, show up on time, learn, and grow your business. Shane, do you have anything to add to that, honey?
No, that was good. No, that just once we get the flow going of these meetings, it'll just be like clockwork. So like she said, put it on the calendar. You'll know when and where. And as it's happening, it'll just become habit.
I have something to add, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. Go ahead, girl.
So I know for those of you that were on my team meetings, we were using the Wine and Dine link. And I think this is going to be a much better plan because, as you all know, we did have a few problems. So this way we can keep it in a controlled environment. That way it's just our team that is attending. It's just, the four of us and our teams to help us grow. So I hope that all makes sense to you. And if you have questions or concerns about that, of course, reach out to one of us. But I think this is a great thing. I am just super excited about us all being together. I'm so ecstatic. Thank you so much, Stacy and Jackie.
Thank you.
Thank you. I just think this is a real blessing, and I hope you all feel the same way.
All
Can I
right.
ask a quick question?
No. Go ahead, Kim.
Okay. The instructor call is for the MSIs and instructors, right? And instructors in training, correct?
That is, if they're an instructor in training or an instructor, they are invited to this call.
Okay. The student call is for all the students and instructors and pretty much everybody that can be
Correct.
there should be there, right?
That is correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
For our team only. For
For
our
Our
team
team
only.
only. We
Okay.
will not allow outside students.
Just to let you know, I already took attendance. I wrote down everybody's name. And I've been checking Skype on the instructor chat to make sure all of you were on there.
And
Good
guys,
job.
this isn't that we don't want everybody and love everybody, okay? But Tanya and Rory really want each MSI group to handle their team. And what happens, because we are such a large platform, people they think they're missing out on something. They're not missing out on anything. They need to work within their teams and go on the calls as their teams set them, just like you're going to come here. And that's how we're going to run it, period.
Yeah. So
Okay.
basically, Kim, anybody that's in the evolution group, if they're in that group, they'll be able to join. So
That is
why it's
correct.
that's why it's really important for us to clean up that chat. And to clean up and make sure that everybody that is supposed to be there. And I do believe that one of the things that we talked about is us as MSIs are gonna be able to add those people in, am I correct?
We're gonna talk about that.
Okay.
It's kind of evolving, but we're gonna have all that set. But guys, it's just that we're getting organized
Yep.
and we're gonna measure what we do.
That's why I was asking, because sometimes if you're having an instructor call and you've got a brand new student in there and you're talking about stuff that, yeah, the brand new student is like, you're like, you don't want a
Well,
brand.
that's why Kim, Jackie only put the link to this instructor call on the instructor chat.
Yeah.
Period.
So I'm real glad. I'm excited. I mean, Stacy and Jackie, I've been with y'all before, and I'm excited to have y'all back. So I'm just glad. And Shane, I love you anyway, so we won't tell anybody.
All right, we gotta move on. Okay, so let's see what's next. All right, guys, if you want to run with us, great. If you want to play with us, great. We love everybody. If you want to sit on the sidelines and play around the campfire, we love you. Stay with us. But if you want to run, get your tennis shoes on, because we're getting ready to run. If you are serious, and many of you have spoken to us, and y'all are very serious about building the legacy long-term business that Rory has set out here. Again, this is not me. This is not Stacy. This is not Shane. This is not Chris. This is Rory's proven system. All we're doing is being the mouthpiece to deliver it, right? If you are serious, you need to take heed what is happening here, because this team is going to do this. Don't get left out. Get yourself together and figure it out, because in short order, we are going to double this team. Now, you decide where you want to be. Not me, not Stacy, not Chrissy, not Shane. This is your business. We are not your boss. We are not your daycare keeper. We are mentors to you to hold you accountable to what you say you are going to do. Nothing more. But you got to do it. We know what we're going to do. This train is already out the stations, guys. It's going. Jump on it and go is all I can tell you. Every one of you on here are capable of doing this. We believe in you, but you got to believe in yourself. That part we can't do. I love this slide. I just love it. So, as we start each meeting, Chrissy is going to lead us in our chant. And as we end the meeting, we are going to close. And we are going to repeat this every single week. This is our closing chant. Hit it. Oh, wait, no, I did. Wait, not yet, Chrissy. Wait, I'm too fast. I thought I missed that. Okay. So just like I said, let me back up a minute. I'm getting so excited. I'm talking all over myself, but this team is moving onward and upward. I think y'all got that message, right? We are moving towards major pivotal growth. Major. Everyone is invited to be with us. Every single person in this team, students, instructors, whoever, you are invited to the table. Everybody has a seat at the table, but it's up to you to decide if you want to be at the table. Tell us you want to be at the table. We're going to hold you accountable. You want to play on a campfire? We love you. We love you. We hug you. All that. But the ones that want to grow with us are the ones that we are going to focus on, because we have a mission and we are going to execute. So ask yourself, it's pretty easy. Where do you want to be? Where are you now? Where do you aspire to be? It's up to you. But you got to decide and let us know, because the only way we can coach you and the only way we can lead you is to know what you want. So let us know. I love this one. I used to tell my son this as a kid all the time. And it is another Bellevueism, okay? Can't never did. I will and I can wins every time. If your mindset is not such that you can do, you're right. If your mindset is such that you can do, you're right. You have to feed your mind daily positive. Negativity is easy. Positivity is hard. Just know, can't never did, I will, I can wins. Write it down. I write it every night before I go to bed and every morning when I wake up. Started writing it on my mirror in my bathroom. My cleaning lady didn't like it, but too bad. Write it just like you used to like write lines in grade school. Can't never did, I will, I can will. Can't never did, I will, I can will. Guess what? That mind is going to start to change. It ain't going to happen overnight. Every one of us are not 15 years old. It didn't take us this many years to get that I can't attitude. So it's not going to happen. You just do it once or twice. You do it every single day, every single day, every single day till you believe it. Because you know what? You can do it and you will do it if you want to. This is Shane's slide. When we were in Hawaii, we met a lot. We worked, guys. It was a working leadership conference. We were like sponges trying to grasp everything that Roy was telling us. It was phenomenal. Okay. But during when we started to meet and Roy was telling, and Roy and Tanya were indicating to us that they wanted us to come together as a team, Shane brought up something very important, and it's all about self-development and daily affirmations. And Shane's flight was late, so this slide is somewhat not complete. However, each month, Shane is going to give us audiobooks, written books, affirmations for you to work on for that month. He is going to do it out of the graciousness of his heart, because self-development is very, very, very important. He may not be prepared today because he just got off of a plane, and I don't want to put him on the spot. But next week, if he's not prepared to give us his insight today, this will be when Shane starts to discuss with us about self-development and the importance of self-development, not just words on a piece of paper, but actually action. Shane, are you prepared to talk to that today, or would you prefer to wait till next week?
Let's wait till next week, and I'll also introduce us to the first of the 12 authors I'll take us through over the next 12 months.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. But guys, he is taking his time. Shane is a professional marketer. He has been around this space for a long, long time. Learn from him. Gravitate to what he teaches. He's a very smart young man. And I am so proud that we have him with us. And I know Stacy and Chrissy are as well. So thank you, Shane. I know you're tired, baby, and I really appreciate you at least even hopping on here today.
You bet. Thank goodness for snaps, right?
Thank goodness. So, guys, we're going to end it. We've taken a little bit over an hour, and I want to be mindful. Hopefully, we get to where these meetings are about 30 to 45 minutes. But today we knew it would go a bit longer. And as I was trying to say a while ago, but I got ahead of myself, as we start the meeting, we will have our chant. And as we end the meeting, we will also have a chant. Learn it, say it loud and proud, and Chrissy's going to lead us so that we can conclude today's meeting.
We want everyone to unmute, right?
What?
We want everybody to unmute, right?
Absolutely we do. Everybody unmute. Let's go.
I'm
So,
watching the microphones, y'all.
Good.
Let's see.
so this is a team, TEAM, together, everyone achieves more, right?
Together, everyone achieves more.
Together,
Together,
everyone
everyone
achieves
achieves more. Together,
Everyone
everyone
achieves
achieves more.
We are a team.
everyone achieves
Hey,
I love
gotta get on a BRT call. Talk to you guys again.
All right,
Bye,
this is how we're
everybody.
gonna do it, guys. We're gonna say teams that move forward toward a common goal are unstoppable. That's some pretty strong words. We are unstoppable. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful team.
Thanks a lot, you guys. I really love that. Great inspiration.
Well, I thank you for that, Greg, and I hope everybody's inspired. But more importantly, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, and anytime I've trained, y'all have heard me say this. This is nothing but a bunch of words on a piece of paper. If you do not put into action what we are teaching you, that's exactly what it's going to be, is a PowerPoint with words on a piece of paper. So with that, Stacy, if you'll stop the recording.
Yep. And Mary Ann Wentworth has a question.